Hey folks, it's Amy K, your cocktail coach here, bringing you yet another Sunday fun day. It's Friday, 6 p.m., but I don't know, Pam, is it 6:03?
It is 6:03.
I'm a little late for all three of you that are going to be tuning in. But whoever tunes in, I want to first give a shout out to a very special lady. Her name is Allison McDuffie, and it is her birthday today. She is celebrating right now at Jeffrey's Grocery, where I am now bartending again in the West Village. Happy cooking hospitality, big shout out, lots of love. Come visit her tonight if you can. So Allison, I'm late because I just did a shot of like pure grain rum before this video in honor of your special day. So just kidding. So folks, today I wanted to introduce to you the Penicillin. So I was giving you some hints because a lot of us behind the pine, the stick, the mahogany, whatever type of bar you work at, we like to use monkey shoulder for our penicillin. So monkey shoulder, folks, is a really delicious, approachable blended scotch. My good friend Jess out in LA, Jess, hello! She loves it as well, giving her a shout out. It's just easy, it's approachable. It has rich, fruity notes, but not a scary fruity, so don't shy away. It's delicious. And you get a lot of vanilla on the finish. So it's just, again, perfect for sipping, perfect on the rocks, but really delicious for blending. And if you also go to Monkey Shoulder's website, they give you a lot of fun, different creations that they use. So now, folks, the typical penicillin, there's been different variations, but the classic style is always your scotch blended. You definitely want to do fresh lemon juice and fresh ginger honey syrup, and I'll tell you how to cook this up in a minute. But the last ingredient that a lot of folks do, they get a very smoky scotch to kind of balance out your blended. I used to use Lafleur, which is nice, but what I like to do, and you know me, I like to do a little twist on things. So I'm going to introduce tonight Cognac to blend mine. This Cognac, Pam, if you can zoom in for me. As you can see, we like it here in our household. It's almost gone. This is an organic Park. Very, very delicious. All natural. It's very refreshing. It has some good almond notes, very good balance, and it complements the monkey shoulder quite well. So again, traditionally something a little heavier, smokier to balance this out, but I like to just play around and funk it up. So I'm going to show you the non-traditional way today. And honey syrup, or pardon me, ginger honey syrup, what you want to do to get about a good quart container, you want to just take about 3/4 fresh, like just dice up a big, nice, delicious ginger piece, cut it down, put it in a medium saucepan. You're going to bring it with 2 cups of water to a boil, and then you're going to add about 1/3 cup of honey. Now, honey varies, everyone. You got different grades of honey. Ours is going to be a little richer tonight because way back on one of my other videos, our neighbor Gary, who is also a beekeeper, he delivers us, no joke, fresh honey pretty much every month. So you're definitely going to have to play with the balance because honey does vary. And another twist that I'm doing to mine tonight, I'm going to give a big shout out. Pam, I ask you to zoom in all the time. Big shout out to Bitter Cube. They make the finest bitters. This one is blackstrap. You're going to get some good molasses, orange peel, cinnamon, and it just adds a nice touch and finish to this drink. So again, it's a different variation on the penicillin, but I think it's a lot of fun. Always you can go on your website, bar books, to get the exact traditional method, but let's play a little bit. So as I always like to say, first things first, we're going to get our bar tools, classic shakers. And like I say week to week, and I have a lot of folks that always thank me for pointing out the different tools you can use. If you don't have these shakers, use a quart container, use a mason jar. And we got to have our jiggers or anything that can measure liquid ounces. You want to have a double strainer. You want to have a standard Hawthorne strainer or anything that can strain. You can even just use the double strainer and dump. So always play. Gotta have some fresh, clean ice and your favorite cocktail glass. So what I always say, and I know it's redundant, but I always stress, start with the least expensive ingredients first because you don't want to mess up and waste all of your delicious booze. So Pam, here we go. One more Zoom. It might be the last Zoom I tell you to do. I am going to start with fresh lemon juice. So you want to do approximately a good 3/4. And you want to build this. Remember folks, never build on your ice first because you don't want to over dilute. That is a no-no. And then you're going to do just under 3/4. It falls in between 1/2 and 1/3 of the ginger honey syrup because this is very overpowering. So, gotta give a boom for Jill as always. She likes the boom. And then, again, I'm using Cognac, but you can also use smoky Scotch. Lafleur is a very, very, very good one like I mentioned before. This we are gonna do just under 1 ounce. So like a heavy 3/4, if you will. The Penicillin, folks, in my opinion, it's kind of like if the old-fashioned and a sidecar had a baby and kind of came into one. It's very delicious. It's a great, refreshing, boozy drink for the summer. I try to stay away from doing stirred drinks for the summer because I think we all like a little bit of citrus, but still a little heat, a little booze. And now for the big guy, you want to do 2 full ounces of the monkey shoulder. I might be a little off today too, folks, because Pam and I took a heck of a boxing class today. Tayshawn and Nancy, Euro Sean Boxing, fighter workout, air power. He's amazing. If you're not following him, he already has about 40,000 followers. But Pam and I did his class this morning, and I think that's why I'm a little shaky, Tayshawn, Nancy. I can't quite get it together, but hey.
I think my camera work's a little shaky today, too.
You're getting me in shape. You're getting me in shape. So now what we want to do, you want to take your ice. I take about 4 to 5 cubes. You're going to put this in your shaker. Going to dump this all in. And like Pam knows, we got to do the woo. We got to give a nice woo, woo. This is a woo for all of you tonight. Woo! Hey, Sean, my biceps are popping out of this shirt. Woo! So like I always tell you, you want to get this nice and chilled until it's like, ouch. Like if it's hot, too cold, you don't want to touch it because you don't want to over dilute that shake. Some people like to shake for days. It's not necessary. A good 10, 12 seconds tops. Then you're going to take your favorite cocktail glass. I like a double rocks glass. 1 big cube. And for the final touch, we are going to double strain this. Oh, Pamela Stubbs. Are you ready for this? Do a little extra. And see, Pam, if you can show the folks, this is why we double strain. See, you're getting some of that fresh ginger because you don't want that floating around in your glass. And now, last but not least, like I always say, clean bar. We do not want a messy bar. Folks, as always, DM me. Please give me shout outs for suggestions. And the extra touch, 2, 3 at the most dashes of this. And you just want to let it sit right on the ice because it will absorb down into the glass. And then always, always, as I teach you, and I'm always going to stress it, when you're using this peeler, you don't need to even move the Y peeler. You're going to move the hand that you're peeling with because you do not want to cut off your finger. And then you're going to give it a nice little spritz on top. And a lot of people do the traditional candied ginger on top, but I actually prefer the lemon. I think it's pretty, but you can do both. So that is it, everyone. I hope the 3 of you like this. Please keep coming back every Friday at 6 p.m. I love doing these. Stay safe. Give everyone a hug, socially distancing, of course. Lots of love, and thank you, Pam, for being a great camera woman. Woo! Cheers!